So, hello everyone, when it was time for Jujutsu Kaisen! Ooh, with Kenjiro Tsuda! I was like, man, I mean, last week, you know, he's a very iconic voice actor, right? I love his voice, he's grainy, he's also evil. I was like, man, I love his new character here. It's Tsuda! He's like, good guy, huh? But it was good. I liked it. Good new character. I liked the ability, kind of like cutting everyone up there. I don't know, maybe he should die. I don't know, I expect him to be a bad guy. Tsuda's always a bad guy, come on. He's always like an overhaul, or he's short guy, and he's always eating people alive. He's that kind of guy. Even, I mean, honestly though, if you watch God of High School, right, and then watch My Academia, he really plays kind of the same guy that devours people and then transfers them. He plays like the same bad guy even. Like, I was saying that those guys are very similar, at least power-wise. Even kind of character-wise similar. And his voice is like, yes, I'm evil. I can't do it anymore. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I think it's going to be a cool fight episode. So let's start watching it, right? So 3, 2, 1, and go. But I do think, given the preview, I think he's going to be the center stage, I think. This episode. Might be wrong, but I think he's going to be there. Okay. Ah, yeah, of course. Saving the kid, right? Yeah, they're gonna follow this kid, right? Yeah, they're gonna see what he's doing, right? Yeah. Of course. Saw that last episode had the kind of cage thing. So he's the poor bully kid here. And of course he likes, it's a horror movie fan, right? High 8 though, this is old school. Old school. Bullies? Man, this guy has a bad life. It's always like some bullies beating up, right? Oh. Mid condition, man, was perfect. Man, this guy always has a bad bullet life. Ugh. I mean, it's no wonder he wants to like, oh, can you teach me how to be evil? It's like, I want to get revenge. I want to go the hero route. There's no wonder this guy is like, how can I kill these bastards, right? Yeah. Coming back. Oh, it's gonna get probably beaten up here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna save this. I mean, it feels like, yeah, like that's a way to get kicked in your face, right? Yeah, that's a way to kick in your face. I'm not saying he deserves it, but I'm saying that's pretty stupid to go down someone's feet and be like, hey, lift your feet. Like, this feels like an obvious case to get kicked in your face, right? Oh man, I trust the door here. Oh, this is very good. Man, but if you saw him last episode, he had like burn marks and shit. Yeah, this guy is having the maximum bullying. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna hear opening now probably after that. Yeah, of course I'm not saying that he deserves it, but I'm just saying that I mean, obviously I've been bullied my whole life, right? I'm an anime guy, of course I've been bullied my whole life. And my tip would be that you should play it smart, right? Like, don't get your face into the knee. Like, you know, you have to fight to survive, right? Like, if I was in his case, like, I would just elbow the guy in the face immediately. I would just hit him first, right? I would be like, well, you step on my stuff, I would just elbow him in the face immediately. I mean, that's the thing, right? If you're gonna fight someone, you better do the attack first, right? Here I say, as a martial art instructor, like, well, if you're gonna fight someone, you better fight first. No, but honestly, so, you know, I've been teaching self-defense, right, for many years. And also female self-defense, especially. That's the thing, right? If someone is threatening you to that level where you're like, well, you kind of own my stuff on my property here, right? You have to defend yourself first. That's the thing, right? I think it's so silly. People are like, Oh, you can never punch first. Yes, of course you can. If they destroy something you own, right? So if someone, then I was similar as a kid, when someone was attacking me, taking my book, notebook or whatever, taking this stuff, taking my, I remember when one guy took like had his calculator that I borrowed from my friend, yeah. So immediately I'm like, give it back. He wouldn't, and I punched him. I mean, I'm not saying that, yeah, of course. Like if you steal from me, I'm gonna kick your ass, right? Yeah, like if you have the feeling like, it's gonna be a fight now, you might as well strike first, right? Like it's, because if you're ready to take something from me, you're ready to pass over that border of self-defense. Like it's different. If they were just mean to him by words, it's one thing, right? But he was actually destroying his property, right? So you pass the line. But I say it all the time, especially when I teach self-defense for females. It's always like, if a guy is stalking you, if a guy is doing X, Y, or Z, you're clearly in the right to defend yourself if they pass over that. But I drop it. But it's like interesting. I'm just throwing other people. Like if someone is like, if you have some guy, doing this stuff to you, you can like, you have to go on the offense if it's clear they're stepping over some kind of, a line, right? And those guys clearly, literally stepped over the line by, so. And that's my 50 cent about how to survive bullying. But it's like, come on. It's a difference between a bully saying mean words and a bully, doing X thing, or like a bully stealing your backpack or whatever, right? At that time, we should use what is needed to get it back, right? I've been there too, right? Some bullies steal your backpack and then you need them in the face, right? And you get your backpack back, yeah. Oh, yeah. I once needed that guy in his plexus though. That was the best fight I ever had. But here we go. He clearly has a lot of weird stuff, this guy. Whoa. It's definitely the biggest team in season 4. Even size alone, it is massive at least. It looks just kind of bloated though. I mean, it's really massive, but I don't know if it's actually that dangerous. It's just kind of big and like, swelled up. So I don't know if that even is that powerful though. It just looks kind of fat. Yeah, I think it's massive. So it's sitting down. Clearly, it's. But last thing, I think it's an interesting storyline because he's like, this kid is bullied a lot. He has a lot of enemies and so on. So he's like, I can probably, make him. If he's like a typical kid, you can pick up and train him to be any kind of evil guy because it's like, he has a lot of people hates him, right? He has a lot of enemies. And also, of course, unjustified enemies. So it's like very kind of, But I mean, I'm sure they're gonna fight this big purple thing. That thing looks kind of a boss battle in the episode here. It looks very. It's probably what he's gonna fight later on here. Okay. Interesting. They haven't still, in this anime, they haven't still really explained how everything magic work, and they kind of still in the I feel we're still in the learning curve, right? How to understand the world building and the magical world building as well. Or sorceress, I guess, world building. Okay. If you are the same, that's probably he can probably see himself. It's like I see myself in you, It's kind of like that moment there. It's like we are the same, I feel you in me, and it's like you're reflecting my personality in you, and could also of course be a power thing. It's like I can sense that you have a similar potential, right? Yeah, it's like a little bit like I picked you up for a reason, boy. Very much so, right? I would think so. Especially like, but very much so. It's like you and me are the same. Want to have my power? Want revenge? You feel the anger in you, boy. You know, it's definitely like go to the dark side and I will. You will get your revenge. This is what we saw last episode. Or this is how last episode ended, right? You can like follow him and try to, you know. But I think that because the opening, he seems to be friends with them and know, oh, here's something. Panda. Panda fighting again. Yeah, they're still doing panda fighting. But I said last week though, but I think the kid, you know, to speak, he's kind of this bullied poor kid, right? And I understand that he's, you know, has all this trauma and so on, right? He seems to be friends with them in the opening, right? So I don't think they're gonna come in here and make him be like, we could teach you how to fight your bullies with, you know, the good side of magic, right? Not the evil magic. We can teach you good magic, the good side. So I think they're gonna, yeah, they're gonna save you from this thing, and then they're gonna be friends. See, he's like, you're gonna make friends with him. You're gonna do this strategy. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, see, he's gonna remember this thing. He's gonna be like, yeah, this is great. See. Yeah, he goes to do it himself, but you know, I like the strategy. You're like, we're gonna attack him, and then he's gonna, we're gonna false flag this guy. Let's goddamn good people. They're like, let's trick him by attacking him with our enemies, and then we're gonna. What is this strategy? It's a very, it's quite, how say it, cunning strategy. Yeah, false flag. We're gonna pretend to save him from our own issues. Yeah, okay. At we cost, sure. It's the aqua strategy. First I cause an issue, then I fix it. Then they will have to attack me. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. See? This is straight up light and dark side. It's like, he's gonna join the dark side, man. We're gonna stop him from... Here we go. So you have this strategy goes here. I'm gonna release the... I actually give them credits in this anime for those kind of small details, like a woman running past the car. Oh, here we go. Tsuda time. I think he will fight the big blob thing, right? Like it's like a boss battle down there. Oh, he's been getting busy. I think he probably will end up fighting either, you know, big baddie or potentially at least the purple. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Some friendship time. Yeah. No, this is a physical. Yeah. Yeah. Itachi kills you. Okay, I get the thing. Thing about it, his power is similar to Overhaul. I'm just like, man, Tsuda, I was getting into this like touching people's bodies and making them explode or eat them. He's always getting into that. Ah, come on, and it's Sensei doing something. I don't know. What's this thing? What was that? What was it God you were running in there for? But here we go. Yeah, I was like, what was that? What? Whatever. Oh, nice. As always, Mappa does some really good animations. Definitely the Master God of High School. Very similar, like how they do in their perspective. Things that this guy seems to have a lot of scars. He reminds me of Kakasu. Yeah, like he's probably like, oh, whatever. He's like, yeah, I feel he's like, whatever. You cut my arms, like back again, right? I feel he's gonna be a guy that can like just reattach his body parts, given that he has so many scars everywhere. He's probably like, probably smack it up again, right? It's a kind of zombie patchwork kind of thing. Yeah, God, of course, took care of that guy, of Buggy. Yeah, and then that guy, of course, Mr. Flower Powers. But given his patchwork body, he can probably survive easily, right? Yeah, that the arm is not so mad at him. He can probably, you know, reattach and deattach his all his body parts. Like if he cut his face, he probably can fix it too, right? This might be a really bad fight for him then, straight up, right? Because he has the power of like cutting people. It's like, well, this guy can just, you know, not be cut, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, you cut my arm. Doesn't really matter to me whatsoever, so I feel he has a really bad matchup here. This is a really bad matchup. Oh. And he has this weird blobbing power that we saw in the theater, right? What's happening? So it's like... Because he collects people then, so he can be like, I can utilize them body shapes. Huh. Then he was kidding again. Yeah, it's like, he's like, I got more of this stuff. But I think his powers are so unexplained yet. Like, he has this power, but so this power, he feels like he's not stronger. He has a lot of, I'll say it, secret powers he can just bring up when he needs to. Oh, I can also do this thing. Like, I have a hard time seeing... I wonder if he will die. I wonder if he will kill off. Maybe. I wonder if they will kill him off, but... He was introduced last episode, so I think it would really kill him. But it's like... Well, I don't know, let's see what it does to the... This feels like a typical fat guy because he's sweating so much. This is like anime fat guys. He sweats immensely. Typical, like... he's just draining some sweat or something. Okay. See if he actually uses his... yeah, they're the cigarette thing we saw earlier. All of them, indeed, all of them. Yeah, this guy comes to rescue him from the bad life. Let's see if he does something. It's finally time to go to the dark side. Oh yeah, of course he saves them, kinda. That didn't really go to plan of either though. Well, at least they're meeting. It didn't really go the way they planned of it. So I sent it out and I was like, no. Maybe they did, but maybe they didn't see it because they were so focused on getting revenge here. Yeah, I guess they didn't see him actually saving him. I guess he missed out on him saving him, right, from the monster, I guess. It's like he didn't see it. I was gonna say that I think he's probably gonna beat up his sensei or something. Like, he's like, screw this guy, annoying fatso. Like, whatever. Yeah. I was like, wait with the pastor, what? Yeah, what's happening? It's like, wait. There's also a way to befriend him, though. It's like, he's going to befriend him, right? Yeah, he's really fast. Like, what? You're back there? It's also a way to become best pass. Like, I will take his pass. Oh, perfect strategy. Of course, his carefree attitude is gonna charm him, right? Yeah, it's gonna be like, hey man, it's no problem. It's like, he's gonna charm his carefree, good attitude. It's gonna become his best friend now. Now here we go. Now he kind of survives. I don't know. Like, I feel like he's having a really bad fight there. Man, that's good when he runs there, though. Bad is really good when I'm feeling running. The whole sequence there is just freaking bad. It's not map, but there's some. Oh, interesting. So he can do so much stuff, right? I'm like, yeah, this guy can do this shit, and I don't know. I feel he's way stronger than him. I feel like he should be like, how can I escape this thing, or trying to win? I don't know, but he feels like he's very powerful. Oh, he's standing on the, I guess his arms, I guess he's standing on like the meat he's created, something like that. Exactly. So that feels like, really bad, probably. Shouldn't stand on that. Yeah. This could go any way around, I feel, but he's standing on his human. Oh, it's got someone's leg or something, I guess. Possibly, maybe an arm. Which is flat, it's probably like a duck feet, but yeah, he got some really weird powers. Oh man. Sentimental guy. I didn't know about tsuda. It's actually like. Yeah, like a really weird flesh monster it created. Oh, what's he doing? I mean, earlier we've seen him be able to like, whoa, interesting. Yeah, and he's like, I have some book feeds too. Man, this guy goes like, oh, I also got my body parts. It's like I'm a part animal. I mean, he got everything. I can create this shit. You can't cut me open. I feel he's way stronger than him. I feel he's going to the end boss too fast here. He's like immediately can't fight the the big baddie already, right? Well, of course, you're gonna be all the bads in anime. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like currently, the big bad, right? It's way too early to fight him. He might die then. That's nice. That's nice. He used his propelled back by his force there. This reminds me so much of Final Fantasy now in the sewers here. Both 15 and 7 remake. I think it's a kind of weird sewer system, and also 12. Well, I guess he's trying to delay him. It's like my friends are coming. Maybe it's like Godyo, It's oh, here we go. Or he's like, I am actually way stronger. I just had to wait a bit to get powerful. I don't know. It's like I'm just getting serious now. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, where I am. Or maybe he's like, actually, I'm only fighting on 10% of my power. I don't know. It's like actually, no, I can finally get serious. Perhaps. It's the tide there. I mean, he has a kind of animal team going, right? The leopard and the sable tide. I think interesting. Perhaps it's like I can actually unlock my real powers now. But it definitely reminds me a lot of. I mean, Yellow High I mentioned to earlier, but yeah, just how to say it, how they are doing this perspective move fighting. How they are like moving back to back, and I think at high school, and they kind of doing this whole. How the camera's kind of floating around and kind of when they're running around. So they're running, in a line, right? But the camera's like floating around them, so it looks like they're running really fast. But the camera is like, doing this stuff. That is very similar to how they also animated out of high school when they were like, they're fighting with two cans and they're like, and the camera's going like this right there, and it's like power vision and so on. So I guess what they're doing a lot is perspective changing. Yeah, changing perspective, right? His eyes, her eyes, that eyes, then suddenly in the ceiling, then on the floor, right? Doing a lot of that, right? They're going all over the place, I feel. To make the battles feels, of course, very very moving, right? Very, very active space. Because it's the omake, which is something really strange. What's happening now then? Okay, there's school now, okay. Man, these are weird sometimes, definitely. Oh, what is like a Yakuza Panda Senpai? Yeah, it's like kind of delinquent Panda Senpai. What is this? What is this? Yeah, okay. Man, the mics are so weird this anime. That takes his pants too, yeah, nice. More pants stealing, yeah. Who are they? Her? Nah. Yeah, no, nice skirt, nice. Or kilt perhaps, but more a skirt though. Ooh, another female. Could be more, perhaps. Huh. I'm gonna keep punching him. But yeah, the Magus are so weird in anime. They're really off this like after joke, or you should call them Marcus or like that. They're really off in this anime. Oh, like, I don't know, the pants thing, and then it's like, they're really weird. Oh, to mix them up. The football thing, when he played soccer with his head, that was still the weirdest one, right? Where they, he buggy his head, right? They picked up his head and they played soccer with it. That was really strange. On the beach, that was really weird. And some of them are, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, the kid there, I think was bullied and so on, and, not the best play there, getting down there. No, but it's kind of like, I'll not put too much here, iterate that again, right? But I feel that if someone is, already being physical with you, right? Then it's time to defend yourself, right? Yeah, that's kind of how it is, right? It's a big difference in saying mean words, and as soon as someone is actually, do this stuff, it's supposed to be. It's much better getting the upper hand, right? It's a start. They already started, right? So you have to, the important is to win and finish it. That's the important, right? But really, though, fighting bullies is all about using everything you can to win, right? Just to use your environment and so on into your advantage, right? But whatever. So he comes in there and of course rescues him by dropping the pants there. So yeah, I mean, I think so. We see it in the opening, right? I think he's not going to go the dark path. He's going to go the light path, right? He's going to befriend them, and he's going to teach him the meaning of, being a good guy or something. And he's going to, be a nice person. I think that, given how the opening looks, he's probably going to, be his new best friend or something. But I think that guy, like him too, that bullying backstory, is just like he needs someone to, support him and stand up for him, right, and help him out. Like, all his friends there, they of course left, right? He's been bullied, they kind of just skip it away, right? So what he needs is someone like a shonen protagonist that is like willing to fight with him, and that's what he needs, right? Yeah, he needs someone to be willing to, defend his honor, right? Like those friends did. They left immediately, right? When he's getting in trouble with the bullies, they were like, "Oh, not our problem," and they ran away, right? Yeah, and let him be beaten up, right? Not saying that those three guys could have won against more people and they're bigger than them and so on, but still, right, if all three of them would decide to fight and be like, "Hey, leave him alone," and so on, right, that usually would be hardest for the bullies to do something, right? If they have to fight them all three at the same time, right, it would be a lot harder for them. But yeah, they abandoned him, right, and then of course he gets beaten up. So I think generally it's probably pretty easy to actually befriend, right? He's gonna, he's gonna be shonen. He's gonna be a shonen guy and be like, "I will protect you, new best friend," right? And then he probably will like him. So this is pretty straightforward, I think. But yeah, fight was really good. And you see how it ends. I think. I wonder if he dies. Tsuda, he usually dies. It's like, well, his voice actor is usually dead. It's like, oh god, I shouldn't look at it like that, but it is true though. He usually plays character that dies. I was like, man, he almost gets killed. So he's, yeah, from a meta standpoint, he probably won't survive. I don't know. Of course, he was like, time for my real power, right? So maybe he can do something there, but it feels really like a bad power up. But his power is also the whole meetings and everything, right? It's really the disturbing power, but also a power that feels like he can have. I feel like he can have the typical bad guys, like, oh, and actually I have 10 more powers. This is my first power. I can also do this thing. This is what I do because it's fun, right? I feel like he's a bad guy that can like just. I feel it's very, very much like we have absolutely no idea what he actually can do. Like we know he can do this stuff, but he can probably do 10 more stuff, right? It doesn't really feel like he's we see the upper limit of his powers yet. I mean, he can just try anything next week. Be like, oh, actually, I can like combine these bodies to this stuff, or I mean, we saw like I actually can change my legs into this animal, so I can. So, yeah, I can see him just changing his whole body, right? Going like a One Piece, so one thing. Oh, I can actually go full form other animal or monster form, whatever. Right? So he has a lot of, I feel, chance to grow it, right? Giving him his powers are kind of vast, right? Well, anyway, that's Kaisen review, guys. Subscribe, press the like button. I'll see you guys next time. Haiku, of course, was a very good episode last week. I think that was the best episode, I think, this year for Haiku, or whatever last season. A lot better than previous episodes. And then, of course, we have Attack on Titan coming on Sunday, right? So important sighting, hopefully in the opening and ending. Because the endings are always so spoilery in Attack on Titan. I want to see, I hope they're, not always, but it was ending 2 or 3 when they did the whole was part here, I did the whole devil thing with Ymir. They were throwing out all this crazy stuff right in the ending. And then when they're showing the different, they're actually showing the three sisters and everything. That was so crazy at the ending. The ending was like 2-3 years ahead of the manuscript. It was like, wait, what? Did they tell them to do this ending? It's like, what? That was so strange. Yeah, that was crazy. So, honestly, in my opinion, which I'm excited to see Attack on Titan, and of course, best character coming and so on. But I'm also on Sunday, hopefully then, but it might be next week, right? Hopefully they have the new ending and opening, because those things are so weird at times. You can do so many theories about the endings. I hope there's gonna be some cool ending to do some theory video about the. I mean, again, I really hope so, right? Because they've been so crazy earlier in the year, especially then that ending with Ymir and so on. It was really crazy. So I really I hope to do that. But also, it might just be like a completely non-spoiler ending, right? But usually not. In Attack on Titan, they're usually throwing at everything. One thing though that had never happened is still like the flying whale and stuff. You see the opening where they have the flying whale and the Titan whale stuff. That's never happened though at all. So that was weird though when the Beast Titan is like running in with like a lot of animals. So that never happened. So sometimes they might also just be trolling you, I guess, in the opening and be like, "Look at this stuff!" And you're like, "What is this happening?" So we will see on Sunday what they do. But I think that it's also very possible, because it's been delayed and it's been on and off for time and so on. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually don't have an opening and ending in the first episode and actually coming next week. I think that means it's very likely. But anyway, I guess we know on Sunday. So have a day and a season with Hayaku. I don't know, episode 83. That